Well, I just put together this Ar47, and I got the upper from Palmetto State Armory. It was on sale, $279. It didn't come with the carrying handle, but I got a carrying handle from Cheaper Than Dirt. Got this one, Sun Optics. I don't know if how good it is or not. It's 60-61 steel, not the 70-75, but you know, it seems like the clicks are good. I got a laser sighted in with the bore sighter. I'll initially do that. I have a bore sighter that you stick in here, and it shoots out a laser, right? Then when you look through the iron sights from about 50 feet, you just dial it in, and it'll get you on paper, you know, pretty quick. Also got these AR Stoner magazines from Midway. They're stainless steel versus aluminum. They're pretty good magazines. And what I like about, you know, the Ar47, it shoots at 7.62 by 39. Now, honestly, the 300 blackout has got advantages because you can use a lot of different weights of bullets, and it does have a better coefficient, ballistic coefficient on certain weights of bullets. And then you can, if you use a real heavy 300 blackouts, you can use the silencer. I'm not using silencer or nothing like that. I'm just shooting the thing. And this actually, the AK, you know, the 7.62 by 39 millimeter round does have a little more power, like, you know, energy, if you want to call it that. 100 yards in, right? From the muzzle to 100 yards, which is hunting territory. Usually it's 50 yards, right? But this is just some cheap stuff I got, steel case. I'm kind of surprised they fit in here, like 20 rounds fits in this little dinky thing. They wrap them up in paper, you know. So I put 25 rounds in each magazine, not 30. You know, whatever. It's a pretty good, you know, the only thing I got to get for it is I'm going to get my green sling. I ordered those. I always put a green sling on everything. You know, as a matter of fact, not sure where you'd hook a green sling on this bad boy. Because maybe you fit it in here. Just noticed that. Just noticed that. It doesn't have the swivel hook down here. So I'll have to look for a different kind of sling setup. You know, versus the standard GI sling that has that little, because this lower kit I got from Palmetto, it was cheap, man. This whole build, what is it? I don't know, $50 for the lower receiver stripped. I don't know, maybe $100 for the lower, and 300, maybe under 300 for the upper, and then I'd say, well, it's under $500, definitely. I think it's $450. I think it's under $450 for sure. So that's cheap, right? And it's not the standard 5.56. Now the 5.56 is actually good. You can hunt with it. You can go deer hunting with it too, right? And I'm probably going to make some more of those in gray. The rifles I'm going to make from now on are not going to be the black rifle. They're going to be the gray light rifle. I'm going to get them from Palmetto. They got kits that are all gray. You know, they got the gray handguards, gray. You know why? Because they're going to go with this. Now, this sticker is actually, I'm not sure how well this sticker is going to stick on here. It's kind of like a plastic coated paper sticker. But what I'm going to do with these stickers in the future is, I was looking for it in Walmart today. They didn't have any. I know they stock at some Walmarts, but you can order it online. You get acrylic nail polish, clear, that's matte finish. Because I don't want to spend $50 for a can of freaking two-part epoxy paint to, you know, matte coat this whole thing in clear so I can get this thing so it doesn't come off. I'm just going to get some a bottle of nail polish, big bottle of nail polish that's acrylic enamel. That stuff, man, that junk don't come off, man. Ask any woman, you know, they try to get that crap off their nails. They gotta, you gotta put that special, I don't know, paint stripper on there for aircrafts to get them off. And, well, you put that on there, the oil's not going to screw this up. You just put a few brush strokes on that, and it'll soak through there. So I think when I do these, I'm going to paint the ones I do in the future. I'm just going to do 5.56s. And they're going to be gray stock, gray this, gray handguards. Because the magazines will be black, so it'll be the gray rifle instead of black rifle. Probably a gray black carrying handle. So I have a black carrying handle up here and a black magazine. And I'm going to paint this gray. And it's probably not going to match this and this, but I'm not GQ. Because it's going to be the gray rifle. Southern rifle, okay? What the hell, man? I tell you the truth, I remember my dad. I know, I talked about a couple of videos on my dad. He's no longer alive, man, but he's a super honest guy. He was born and raised up in New Jersey, but I swear he was Southern, because my lineage goes all the way back to South Carolina, all the way to the early 1700s, and Virginia in the 1600s. But since, I think, the late 1600s to the early 1700s, South Carolina, same place. And my dad was the only one born up in New Jersey, in northeast New Jersey, and I was too, but I swear he was Southern through and through. You know what he used to always wear? I swear to God, it's almost like a throwback to the Confederacy. Was gray work shirt and gray work pants. All the time. Gray on gray. That's why this rifle's I'm not going to build any more like this that are black. They're going to be gray. And they're going to have this on it. Confederate flag. and it just means we're good guys. But, it's sort of like this. You see how this one looks? It'd probably look like that. And I guess I probably could get gray magazines for it with the 223. With this AR, with the 7.62 by 39 millimeter, I think they're only in black magazines. I know you can paint them and all that crap. I'm not doing that. But it's going to look like that, the ones in the future, any ones I make. I got to see about, I didn't realize this, I got to get a sling for it. And I guess there's a sling I got to get that attaches right here. Not the standard GI sling. Goes in there. But, I don't know. So I'll have one that's a little bit different. But this one's done. I'm going to bore sight it in. Probably tonight or something. I don't know. One of these days. And you just stick it. It's like a little laser thing you stick in here. It fits right in the barrel. It's a long thing, like about that long. And it emits, you turn it on, it emits a red light. So the red light's going exactly in line with the barrel. So when you point that at a fence or something, the red light, you could see, obviously there's no round in the chamber or nothing. It's because that plastic thing with the lasers in the barrel, right? When you could see, where the round would go. Now, it's not 100% perfect because the round goes a little up and a little down and all this kind of crap, but it would go, the laser's in line with the barrel. Then you set your sights, and you don't do this like it from 10 feet away because these sights are 10 or higher. So you got to do it from a good 50 feet away. But you'll get in the ballpark pretty good with that. Sometimes you don't have to do a damn thing hardly at all. It'll be good sight adjustment for maybe, I don't know, 50 yards or so easy, just by doing that. So, not for target shooting, but for practical purposes. But, yeah. The only thing is I wish this rifle was gray. The hell with this mag-pulled dark earth stuff. We're going to have Southern Dixie Confederate gray from now on our rifles, man. And with this, they should sell that. Actually, tell you the truth, Ford Motor Company, you know how they got the Ranch version and the Harley-Davidson version of their pickup trucks? I tell you, these manufacturers are so scared to do everything. If they ever sold a Dixie Confederate Ford F-150 or Ford F-250 four-wheel drive with a Rebel package with these flag on it and paint it like the General Lee and had General Lee on the roof, that thing would sell like crazy. That would, right? That's amazing. I'm not in Ford Motor Company, but man, I tell you, and also I remember when I was down at the U-Haul place, I said to myself, man, if I was a place and I wanted to compete with U-Haul rent-a-trailer and trucks, or budget trucks and budget rent-a-trailers, I'd have Rebel rent-a-trailers, and I'd paint a big whooping freaking Confederate flag on the battle flag, okay, not the flag of the CSA national flag, but the battle flag. And I'd call it Rebel U-Haul or Rebel Hauling or something, you know, for all your Dixie wear or whatever. Man, you know how many, I'd grab all the business. But honestly, you know, in a way, I'm part Jewish, man. I'm going to tell you, if any of you Jewish entrepreneurs are out there thinking, this kid will give you some freaking ideas where you can make some freaking money. I just can't get in that business right now, but I'm telling you, man, it's like, you know, I could tell you a few names I could think of right off the top of my head. I should get in touch with them guys again. I don't know if they'd want to do that, because it's hard to start something up. But sometimes, you know, you don't have to actually do the work. Sometimes you got to provide the money to somebody that does the work, and you get a cut. That's the way you do it. But this stuff would sell, man. It would sell on Ford F-150 pickup trucks, F-250s, the four-wheel drives, you know, the Rebel series. I mean, you know, it's going to be, you know, the first ones that are in on this are going to make all the money. Then when all the people jump in on this, you know, putting this on everything, you know, like, you know, Walmart and Amazon and eBay says you can't have the flag sold and all. You know, if the independent guys that were more powerhouses started other angles, not just selling flags, but doing other things like, you know, with the trucks and the U-Hauls or whatever. I mean, different products that had that on there. It would take off. And then it would get watered down later because the competition would come in. But eventually, you know, the guys that got in on it early would make a killing. Because I know when you sell anything, like if you have a standard product, where you really make the money on is the options. Whether it's a house or whether it's a vehicle, you make most of your profit margin on the options. That's why the salespeople always push the options. So you had an option package with, you know, Confederate, Rebel, whatever. And, you know, you probably want a truck that's not black. You want a truck that's gray. You know, different shades of gray. General Lee gray, Stonewall Jackson gray, Kirby Smith gray, whatever. You know, you can have, you know, the Rebel. You know, man, I could go to town with this crap. Of course, you'd have to hire a few lawyers and crap because if you, but you know, come on, man, we're just having fun. It would sell. It would sell. So anyway, any crazy businessmen out there? I mean, I don't want to mention any names, but I could remember one guy, man. This guy, yeah, remember when he got his pilot's license. I was like, this guy's got a pilot's license. I'm scared to drive with him in a car. Anyway, he had a lot of money, man. But but that's how it is, you know. You got to be crazy. You got to have some balls once in a while. I wish this rifle was gray. In the future, they're going to be gray. But this was kind of like another test pilot for the Palmetto, which is South Carolina. And that's my heritage. That's my lineage. I'm a South Carolinian dude, man. See, I even sleep on a bed with rebel flags and stuff. See that? That's pretty extreme, ain't it? It helps me with having a nice sleep, you know, because I feel like I'm in the land of Dixie. Anyway, so the cats like it too. So the next one's going to be like this, gray, with this flag on that gray thing right there, which will look good. What do you think about that, huh? Cool.